Hey everybody, I decided to take a break from the spooky movies for the Halloween season and the spooky TV shows, and I decided to go watch Killers of the Flower Moon, the new Martin Scorsese movie, and it's a bit long. Let's talk about it. Welcome back. It's not a Halloween episode, but it is a good episode. It's about Killers of the Flower Moon with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, and directed and written by Martin Scorsese. Now, this movie is 3.5 hours long. Now, if to compare that, The Irishman, which went to Netflix, was 4 hours long. This movie, don't get me wrong, great movie. It's going to win awards. It's going to be good for award season and everything. But Martin Scorsese could have cut so much out of this movie. It was very good. Very good. Like I said, Robert De Niro, Leo DiCaprio, great acting pair, especially when they're in the same scenes. Now, the movie is about Native Americans finding oil, the Osage tribe, and how all of the stuff that actually went down, comparing it to the Tulsa bombings. And if you've ever seen The Watchmen, you know what I'm talking about there. I'm not big on history movies, but this was a very good one. But it was, like I said, he could have cut so much out of this movie and still had an amazing movie. I like to think that when I'm editing or when I see a good editor, they really cut to the meat of the story and they make it to where it's worth watching. Otherwise, you'd be like me sitting in the theater for 3.5 hours, 4 hours, because of trailers and everything else, and you're sitting there and you're like, I just couldn't. This is a movie you should have watched at home. I should have watched at home, but it was not worth seeing in the theater. I'll give it that much. It was, like I said, great movie. It's not Oppenheimer where there's supposed to be some huge explosion, sound quality, vision, and all that stuff. No, it's a drama, and you could tell that this was something that was a passion project of Martin Scorsese's, because he actually appears in the movie. I've never seen him in one of the movies before, and the way that they ended it, it was creative and very good, because it was a true crime radio show, and I could not like any of these characters. I wanted to at the very beginning. They seemed very good, like decent people, but as the movie went on, I didn't like any of them. The main female lead, I don't know, man. It didn't grab me and pull me in. I mean, it's great history, and it's great to watch, but have a lot of time on your own, and don't be expecting it to be fast-moving or fast-paced. It's a very slow movie, and it just gives you the dialogue, and that's mainly it. It's mainly dialogue. There's one explosion, but it's a good movie. I recommend you watch it when it comes out for streaming. Don't go to the theater. It's not worth your time. But excellent movie. It's not Oppenheimer. It's still going to win awards. But I want to keep you out on what's coming out next week, because of all of the entries that everybody put in to all of the social medias that I have here for Fandom Wars. The movie that everyone picked is Beetlejuice for me to watch, the fan favorite. So I'm going to watch that and review that for Halloween weekend. So that'll be out. It's a fun family movie, and I loved it when it first came out, and I'm sure it still holds up. I think so, anyway. And plus, there's a rumor, Beetlejuice 2. I hope that's true too. So I will see you next week for Halloween, the last Halloween movie of the season. Not the last scary movie, but the last Halloween movie. So we will see you then.